it's Haley Reese. And for today's video, I have decided to dedicate an entire video to answering all of your guys' questions. And you guys have asked some paranormal ones, you've asked some personal ones, and today I'm going to answer them all for you. But before I get into this video and answering your guys' questions, if you are new to my channel and this is the first video of mine that you are ever seeing, or if you just haven't went ahead and clicked that subscribe button yet, if you do enjoy my videos, I would really appreciate it if you would go ahead and click that subscribe button. I post a ton of videos. I have some really awesome things coming up for this channel, so definitely click that subscribe button if you do enjoy my videos and are interested for future content. Okay, the first place that I'm gonna go and check some of your questions is YouTube, because I had mentioned in a previous video that I was gonna be doing a Q&A and a bunch of you left some questions, so we'll start there. The first question I'm gonna answer is, hi, I have a question for your Q&A. How do you find out if there is a spirit in your house? So typically from my experience, I find that if you have a spirit, most of the time you know, or like weird things are starting to happen around the house. But if you kind of just have a feeling that there's a spirit and you don't actually have any sort of activity to justify this, I'm sure you can contact someone to come in and kind of like vibe out the house and see if they feel anything or if they see anything, and maybe they could even give you like a background story on the house, which would be cool too. So somebody asked on my possessed child video, Haley, what did she do when you took the picture? And I probably wasn't really thinking that through when I was doing that, but she didn't see me take the picture. I'm actually considering doing a video showing you guys the pictures because it's been brought to my attention that I can't really get in trouble for it, so I'm contemplating doing that. And if I do, you're gonna see that the pictures were in really low lighting, so it was kind of like a sneak picture. There was no flash, and it wasn't like I made it obvious that I was taking the picture, but I probably should have thought that through a little better. The next question is, are you Canadian? Where are you from? Yes, I am Canadian. I live in Toronto now. However, I was born in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada, which is like a little city. And I'm just like, I'm so proud to be a Canadian. I love Canada. It's an amazing country to live in, so I really love it. Do you think maybe the woman telling you you were going to be okay during the asthma attack was the woman in white? And I've seen that a lot, and I do, and it's so funny because I never really pieced two and two together. I just had that memory that I knew that it was a woman that was rubbing my back and comforting me, but I had like a towel over my head and I was breathing in steam, so I didn't see her. But looking back now and with all of you guys piecing it all together, I definitely think that it was the woman in white for sure. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to Twitter. I asked you guys on there this morning to give me some questions if you had any, so let's start on Twitter. So a lot of people have been asking me if I would be interested in doing a makeup tutorial, and I think it's so funny that people want me to do makeup tutorials. I am just like the average person with makeup. I try my best to do it how I think it looks nice, and I have my own techniques, but I'm certainly no Desi Perkins. I'm not like a makeup whiz, and so if I were to show you guys how I do my makeup, it's just gonna be like how the average girl who's like okay at doing her makeup does it. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, I can definitely do like a get ready with me type of video or a makeup tutorial on how I do my everyday makeup, but just bear in mind I'm no whiz like some of the makeup artists that YouTube has to offer. I'm definitely not on their level, but if you want to see it, I'm open to it. Okay, this question I think is cool. You've obviously had experiences with the paranormal. If you had the chance to ghost hunt, would you? I love you, Haley. First of all, love you too. So I've been thinking with this channel, and I was gonna mention this in one of my next videos. I was thinking about reaching out to like the Paranormal Society and staying somewhere extremely haunted overnight with them and kind of filming that for you guys and seeing what they say or what they see, because they do it for a living, and then seeing my experiences. So if that's ghost hunting, I'm definitely thinking about that. As much as like I've had great experiences with this kind of stuff, it is a little bit scary, so I'm open to it for sure, and I'm really thinking about doing it for this channel. Let me know if you're interested in that, but it's also like, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Okay. Who inspires you day to day, and if you weren't a singer, performer, YouTuber, what job would you pursue? Love you, Haley. I love you too. If I wasn't in entertainment at all, what would I do? That's a hard question because I don't like to really have a lot of backup plans, only because then I feel like I'm already pre-setting in my head myself up for failure. So I like to kind of only focus on like one thing that I want to do, and that is entertainment for me. But I think that I would probably start either my own business and be some sort of an entrepreneur, or I would probably do something like social work or counseling, or like a doctor if I was smart enough. Just something that I could help people. I feel like that's kind of what my life revolves around is helping people in a lot of ways. So I would definitely choose some sort of a job that I can make an impact on people's lives. I don't know, that's a really great question. When I was little, I wanted to be like a pediatric doctor if I wasn't gonna be a singer, but then I realized that I really don't do well with blood or puking or anything of those sorts, so that wouldn't work out too well. I'd be the best doctor in the league until I had to deal with something serious, and then I would run away. Who inspired you to be a singer, and how old were you when you started singing? I started singing when I was 2 years old. I'm gonna insert a clip right here. So that's me singing when I was 2. I've been singing ever since I could talk. My mom said I used to put down a bottle, pick up a microphone, and it was just like, it was what I was meant to do. And so I don't think that anyone really inspired me in the beginning other than like my mom encouraging me to do it. But music has just been there for me since I was in diapers. It's like, it's the biggest part of who I am as a person. What's your favorite YouTuber / inspiration? My favorite YouTuber, that's really hard. I watch a lot of YouTube. I really enjoy watching Aspen and Parker's vlogs. I think that their vlogs are really adorable. And I just think she's so cute and genuine, so I really like that. But I don't know, I watch too many YouTubers to really choose who my favorite one is, and my inspiration is my mom and my grandpa, definitely. Do you collect crystals, and if so, what are your favorites? Also, what is your routine to unwind and practice self-care? Love your videos. That is such a good question. Yes, I do. I have so many crystals that I love. That's another video I'm going to be filming this week, so definitely stay peeled for that, and I'll show you guys like my favorite crystals and what they're good for and things like that. As far as like my favorite, I don't know. I like different ones for different reasons. I've always been super drawn to an amethyst. I think amethysts are just beautiful, and every time I go into like a crystal shop or I see crystals, I always am compelled to like pick up an amethyst. So maybe that's my favorite, but I have a whole bunch of them I'm definitely going to show you guys in a video. I'm really in touch with like the earth, and I really love like gaining natural energies from things like that, so crystals are definitely a really great way to do that. So I love them. And as far as my routine to unwind and practice self-care, I take a bath every single night, and I kind of take that time to relax and like reflect on everything going on in my life. I think so often in life we forget to put ourselves first and take care of ourselves, and I think practicing self-care to me is just making sure that I take the time to understand my feelings and to kind of put myself first sometimes and like make sure that I'm okay mentally and like emotionally. So I would say like for me to unwind and calm down, I would take a nice bath and I would listen to music, because music to me is like my greatest form of therapy. It's like my #1 thing that I do if I'm feeling stressed or I need to unwind or things are going bad in my life or I feel very overwhelmed. I go and I write music, and for me it's the most therapeutic, incredible thing that I can possibly do for myself. So that's kind of where I find myself going. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? If so, when? I used to have so many out-of-body experiences when I was a kid. Like when I was small, for me it was like a really, really common thing for me to like leave my body during the night and things like that. But I don't remember the last time that I've done that now. So definitely when I was younger, I had a lot of experiences with that for sure. Would you rather give up tea or coffee forever? Oh my goodness, tea. I would have to give up tea forever. If I had to choose, like coffee, it's bad, guys. I love coffee, and I know that it's not good for you, but oh my goodness. I definitely have like a coffee a day for sure. Like I love coffee, and I love like iced cappuccinos, like anything to do with caffeine, I'm all for it, which is like awful, don't learn from me. But I enjoy tea. I think tea is nice to have before bed, like a nice chamomile tea or something like that, but I could not give up coffee. There's no way. Sorry, tea. Do you like scary movies? If yes, which scary movie is your favorite? Love ya. I love you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. I do like scary movies, but sometimes I don't like to watch really, really evil ones just because I've heard, and let me know what you guys think of this, I've heard that when you subject yourself to movies about like possession and things like that, you're opening up like the vibration of allowing that to come into your life, and that idea really, really scares me. So like I try not to watch them too often, but I'm super into psychological thrillers. So like those types of scary movies are my favorite. Like I love watching movies that you're at the end of the movie, you're sitting back like, what just happened? Like I just watched the movie Get Out, and that movie at the end literally had my brain like exploding. That movie was so good. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It's scary, but it's like it's twisted and it's psychological, and it just leaves you like, what the heck. Actually, one of the best movies that I saw that was like that was, I think it's called Shutter Island, and it's with Leonardo DiCaprio, and honest to God, first of all, he's beautiful. But second, it's one of those movies where like at the end you look back and it makes you question everything you just watched. It's so good. So I like horror movies, but definitely psychological thrillers are like my favorite movies of all time. I love them. Okay. In your haunted house, other than the fact it was haunted, what was your favorite part of it? Love you, Haley. I love you. That house holds so many memories for me. It's like, it's honestly, I would love to go back and buy it if I ever was given the opportunity to. I love that house so much. I just think the family memories that I have, actually one of my favorite memories is my grandparents were like my best friends in the whole world. My grandpa was the love of my life. I miss him so dearly. But anyways, I used to leave their house because I mentioned before how I lived with them for like a lot of my life. Eventually, as I grew up, my mom ended up getting our own place, but that was like my home to me. So I would spend endless days there. And one of my favorite memories of this house was the front had like a big bay window, and I remember I would leave my grandpa's house and I would get home and I wouldn't even be home, and my home phone would have a message from him. So my mom would call him back and he would say, does Dolly want to come over and like sleep over again? And my mom would be like, Dad, she just got home. And he was like, I know, I miss her. And I would want to go because it was like my favorite place in the world to be. And when I would get to the house, my grandpa would be waiting in that bay window for me to get there. And I just think that's like the sweetest thing. He was just like my best friend in the whole world. We would watch hockey together and eat my grandma's amazing like baked goods, and like that house is just, it holds so many beautiful, beautiful memories for me. And like I told you guys, I really feel like that house was one of the most magical places in the entire world. So like, I don't know, I just have the best memories ever there. Have you ever experienced a scary paranormal experience by yourself, and if so, what is it? I had a bunch of scary paranormal experiences, like I've had my fair share of them, but I remember when I was a kid, there was this one ghost that would like, I would wake up in the night and it would always be like over the side of my bed, and it was so scary, and I used to like hide under my blankets, which is like, looking back, I don't know why I thought I was safe under my blankets, but I did. And I used to hide under my blankets and like try to mentally go to like a happy place, and time would pass and I would go to pull my blankets down and it would like still be there, and like, ugh, that was really scary. And then my mom ended up like getting the house like spiritually cleansed and like blessing the room at the four corners of the room with like the angels, and so that ghost ended up going away. What do you like to do in your free time? I like to eat. Yeah, I love to eat. I love to write music. I really, really love to spend time with like my family and like hang out with my mom. My mom and I love to go out to eat together. So if we have free time, we usually do that. And I really like to talk to you guys in my free time. I'm a very not introverted person, but a lot of the time I just like to hang out, and so I love to like eat food and relax and just kind of like do my own thing. Why did you decide to do YouTube, and who inspires you? I really love your videos. They're so amazing and I look forward to them when I come home. Oh, I'm so happy that you love them so much. That literally like makes my heart so happy. What inspired me to do YouTube? Well, I watch a ton of YouTube, and I honestly realized that like I have some really crazy experiences too, and I wanted to share them, and I knew that it was something different for me because I had never connected like so intimately like on the internet before with people. Like I never told personal experiences like that, or like let people like see into my life. So when I started to watch a bunch of other people's YouTube videos and I realized like, hey, I could do this, like I have stories to share, that was kind of what like pushed me to do it. It took me a long time to decide to do it because I didn't know if I'd be any good at it, and I knew that like coming into the YouTube game so late, it's hard because so many people have been doing it for years and years and years and years, and I knew that it would be difficult to be like the new person. So I hesitated and I limited myself for a long time, and then I realized, oh my goodness, life is way too short. If I want to do it, I'm gonna do it, and here we are. Do you have any pets? Oh my goodness, I have a little dog. I'll put a picture of him right here. He is the cutest, sweetest, most loving, amazing dog in the whole world. He's a rescue, and he had a really tough life before I got him, and he is just like my baby, and I love him so much. Like he is just, oh, and his name is Ace, and he is a Chihuahua. But he doesn't have like Chihuahua qualities. He thinks that he's like a big dog, and like he's so smart and so cool. I love him so much. Can you please sing for us in your video? Love you so much. Okay, what should I sing? I'll just sing like a random song, I guess. What am I supposed to do when the best part of me was always you? And what am I supposed to say when I'm all choked up? You're okay. I'm falling to pieces. I'm falling to pieces. I don't know. How are you doing today? Also, if you could go back and live in your old haunted house, would you? Oh my goodness, I wish I could go back and get that house. I'm gonna look into it eventually, but I really do. I would go back in a heartbeat, and I'm doing well today. Thank you so much. You are so sweet. Would you ever want to contact any of your relatives that have passed away? Yes and no. I would love to talk to my grandpa, but at the end of the day, I think it would just break my heart more that he's not here. So I would love to talk to him, but I don't know if it would be the best thing for like my heart. I think it would just make me really sad. Any updates on the haunted stuffed bear? No. Still in the closet, falls over, but can't prove that that's anything. However, I am ordering a vlogging camera and I'm gonna start doing weekly vlogs if you guys are interested in that. And so I'm probably gonna like vlog the bear and like try to show you guys what I'm talking about. Hopefully it does it on the camera, but yeah, I'm gonna do that for sure. Can you do skincare, makeup, hair, and getting ready routines? Your skin and makeup and hair look perfect in every video. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can. Like I said, I'm like not a beauty guru in any sense. Like I just kind of do my own thing, and if you want to see that, then awesome. But I'm not like one of those people who can do like perfect hair and perfect makeup and things like that. So let me know if you want to see it. I'll definitely do it, but it's not going to be like those crazy, incredible beauty gurus. What person do you look most up to? I would have to say my mom, because she's been through so much in her life and she's been like kicked down a lot, and she always gets back up and like tries and constantly just makes her life better every time that things go bad for her. I love her so much, and she's such an inspiration on being able to change your life for the better. So I would say her. If you had $1 billion right now in a bag that was rewarded to you, what would you do with the money? I think $1 billion is too much money. I mean, obviously I wouldn't complain if I had $1 billion, but I wouldn't keep it all for myself. I think that would be really selfish, and I would never be able to spend $1 billion. So I would first take care of my family and give my family a bunch of money. And then I would travel the world and try to help people in any way that I can or could. I'm not a very materialistic person. I mean, I like nice things and stuff like that, don't get me wrong. But like, money isn't what makes my world go round. I honestly feel way more blessed to have good health and good experiences and my family with me. Nice things are nice things, and everybody wants to have nice things. And I'm not gonna sit here and try to feed you guys a bunch of bull saying that like money means nothing, because money does mean a lot. But I'm not somebody who bases my happiness off of fake things. I would so much rather be able to take that money and help people with it. And I would probably open up like a bunch of businesses and things like that, and like charities and whatever else. So I don't know what I would do with $1 billion. Definitely take care of my family first and foremost, but I would hope that I would do good things with it. Okay, next question. Did you ever think your YouTube channel would grow so quick? What's the plan for your channel? Will you be creating different content in the future? Love you. I love you so much. I never dreamed in a million years that my channel would grow so quickly. I'm so thankful every single time I see the subscriber count go up by 1. I get so excited. So the fact that it's going up by the thousands, I'm just so humbled and so honored and thankful. But I definitely never in my wildest dreams thought that it would happen so quick for me. I'm really, really grateful for that. And I definitely have so many ideas for different content. I'm not trying to limit myself or keep myself in one specific thing. I want to kind of just see where it's going to take me, and I have so many ideas to take this channel to the next level for sure. Have you ever kept a secret diary, and has anyone read it? I kept so many diaries. I'm not a very consistent person with writing in them, but when I feel compelled to, I think writing is one of the greatest things. I'm actually considering writing a book. I just don't know which one I want to write first because I have so many ideas, and writing to me is just so therapeutic, and it's honestly like my strongest point is words. Writing music and writing and like finding the words to express myself is one of my greatest talents. And like, I'm not trying to be cocky by saying that, but I was never someone who was good with numbers or math or science or anything like that. Writing to me has always been it. So I've thought about that for sure, and I'm sure someone's read it. My sister was a really nosy kid and she used to read through all my stuff, so for sure she's read it. Can you speak another language, and if not, what language would you like to learn? Love you, girl. Love you too. I speak French. I used to go to a bilingual school and I spoke French like completely fluently, and then I lost a lot of it when I moved to LA, and then I never used it. Alors, je peux parler un petit peu français, mais... Anyways, what's your favorite food? Pizza and sushi and basically anything and everything that has cheese and carbs and bad things. Yeah, I just really love pizza, and I have to have it with ranch sauce. I love pizza and I love sushi, and I just love food in general. So this is a really tough question for me, but I'm gonna settle with that for now. How do you face the people who think you're insane for sharing your experiences? That makes me laugh. Honestly, I don't really care what people think of me at this point in my life. At the end of the day, I know that it's my truth, and if they don't believe it, I never want to force them to. At the end of the day, people are gonna hate me or talk bad about me, or they're not gonna approve of what I do, no matter what it is that I'm doing. So I'm just gonna be true to myself and do what I do, and if people don't like it, then they don't have to like it. What do you order at Chipotle? Girl, you're the real MVP for knowing how much I love Chipotle. Actually, they tweeted me and told me that I was in the family, and I was just like over the moon on that. So let me tell you what I order, guys. I get a burrito bowl and I make them, I feel bad. I think they think I'm really high maintenance because I'm like, can I get white rice without cilantro? So they go to the back and they get that for me. And then I get the grilled veggies. I like to get the veggie bowl because it's so good. And so I get the veggies and then I put the corn in it. I get medium. Like when they ask mild, medium, or hot, I get medium. Then I get a lot of guacamole. I put the corn in, I put lettuce in, I put the sour cream in, I put the cheese in, and I think that's it. And then I ask for extra guacamole on the side, and then I add that in when I feel like I'm running out of it because I love it so much. And that's what I order. What is your biggest fear? Sharks. I'm so scared of sharks. I really, really believe that I would be that 1 in a million who would go out into the ocean that hasn't had a shark attack in 100+ years, and I would get attacked by a shark. They're so scary. And I think what scares me so much about them is like they could be stalking you and you wouldn't even know that they're stalking you because you're in an ocean which is filled with Lord knows what. And they're just really scary, guys, and I'm so afraid of the ocean. And I'm going to end with, how do you learn to love yourself? I struggle so badly with trying to learn to accept and love myself for who I am. I'm gonna have to say that loving yourself is not something that's gonna always be consistent. You're not gonna love yourself every single day. You're gonna have days where you struggle to love yourself, or you struggle with accepting your mistakes and things like that. And I think that you have to realize that self-love is a choice every single day, and you have to choose yourself, and you have to wake up and accept the fact that you're human, accept the fact that you're gonna make mistakes, accept the fact that you aren't who you were, and that every single day is a new opportunity to change for the better. And just learn that this is a life full of lessons, and you're gonna make mistakes sometimes, and you're not gonna be perfect all the time. You're always gonna think that there's someone better than you, but there is no better you than you, and you are so unique. And by trying to be like other people, we're eliminating what makes us so special. And you were just created with absolutely no mistakes. And loving yourself, you owe it to yourself to be kind to yourself. Really, you do. And I hope that you can learn that the best you that you can be is just by being yourself entirely. Like, I don't know. I love you guys so much for like who you are as people, and I would just hate for the world to change that about you. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. I post a ton of videos and I have some really incredible content coming up, so you definitely don't want to miss it if you do enjoy my videos. And please give this video a big thumbs up. Like I always say, it makes my heart super happy when you guys do that, and it just keeps inspiring me to keep making these videos. So if you do that, I will love you forever. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness. And until next time, love you.